Some more major news just dropped for the next Avatar series. We have an official title that they're using for casting calls. We have some major characters being confirmed that's gonna surprise all of you, along with some plot details and even a release date that we're gonna be going over. So if you don't want to miss anything, you better stay here until the very end of this video. For those of you who don't follow Avatar super closely, you might not know that the next Avatar series was leaked a few months ago. Following this leak, other well-known leakers have come out and they've given additional information about the series. Popular and very credible leaker, My Time to Shine Hello, was the original one who leaked the setting of this series, stating that this series was going to be more of a cyberpunk setting with more energy benders and overall more of a Dragon Ball Z type feel to it, which I know, it's cool, but it's not Avatar. It's not the Avatar we're used to. Personally, I think it's a good idea. Paramount's main focus for this series is and always will be children. This cyberpunk type action-packed series is it's what's popular with the younger crowd these days. And looking at the lore of the whole franchise, it's only natural that we'd get to this point eventually. We saw in Korra that they had cars and skyscrapers and mecha tanks and energy beams and all of these things. So say Korra lives just another 100 years, which is pretty reasonable, then we'd obviously get to more of a steampunk / cyberpunk era of the Avatar world. Okay, now that I've caught you guys up on everything that's been leaked so far, let's talk about the new information that's come out today. Avatar Studios has just begun casting for a new animated series titled Avatar New Generations. Now, I want to make this very clear. This could just be a working title, or it could be the official title, but I have a feeling that this is probably it. This is probably going to be the official title. It's the same thing that Naruto did when Boruto came out. It's just a really easy way to distinguish a new series within the same universe that isn't about the old characters. I'm so glad they worked something out and they're able to use the word Avatar in this title. I don't know if you guys remember the mess they went through with Korra. When Korra was first announced, it was called The Last Airbender: The Legend of Korra, which is just a ridiculous sounding title. Let's talk about some of the really surprising casting calls that we know of. Avatar Kyoshi, Yuna, Ranji, and Heidan. I have no idea if I just pronounced that name correct. I looked up a pronunciation guide and tried my best. But anyways, these characters are all going to have sizable roles. This is really interesting for multiple reasons. These characters, obviously besides Kyoshi, only appear in the novels. They're not in the comics, and they're not in either of the two animated series. 2. Korra's connections to the past avatars were severed and the avatar cycle was restarted with Korra. There is even a whole book that Korra wrote dedicated to the next avatar and telling him all of this information because there's a possibility that he won't be able to speak to any of the past avatars, maybe not even her. I made a video on this yesterday. If you guys want to check it out, link will be in the description down below. These characters being in the next Avatar series could mean a few things. It could mean that maybe the new Avatar finds some written history somewhere and he starts reading it and this is a cool way of doing flashbacks, or, which in my opinion is way more likely, the next Avatar fixes the Avatar cycle and he's able to talk to Kyoshi. After all, Kyoshi was the last earthbending Avatar before him, so really the only Avatar that would probably understand him. The next Avatar in the cycle always fixes the problems that the previous Avatar left behind. Yang Chan left the world with peace and balance, and because of this, Karuk neglected his Avatar duties and did pretty much nothing, which led the Earth Kingdom to become politically unstable. So Avatar Kyoshi goes in there and she fixes this mess, once again leaving the world in a peaceful state, just like Yang Chan. Roku, he didn't have to live through those hard times, so he really didn't have anything to fix. This led him to be indecisive and allowed Sozin to pretty much fully start the 100-year-long war. And Aang, over here, he had to fix this and bring peace once again. Korra let the Avatar cycle be ruined, so that means the next Avatar will fix this. And that's why Kyoshi and all these characters are now being casted. That's just my opinion, that's not confirmed or anything, but it sounds pretty good, right? If fans can think of something that sounds this good, then the creators probably thought of it already too, right? Alright, let's talk about the release date. The release date for this series is kind of in a weird spot. We know it's coming out in 2025, but we also know another Avatar project is also coming out in 2025, which is the Avatar Aang movie. And the Avatar Aang movie is confirmed to be coming out October 10th, 2025. Paramount released this. There's no debate about this. This is what Paramount said. I know a lot of people like to say there's no announcement for this, but there literally is. You can look it up, guys. You can look it up. It's a thing. But this movie had casting calls a few months back, and casting calls for the animated series just came out like this week. So there's a massive chance it's coming out after the Avatar Aang movie. And if basing it off of just casting calls isn't okay for you guys, it really doesn't make sense to release a controversial new series before bringing back Adult Aang, which everybody wants to see. Everybody wants to see Adult Aang, but people are like 50-50 on the new series. They're like, I mean, I'll watch it, but it's probably gonna be bad. So that leaves 2 months, November and December. Now, what I'm about to tell you guys was not discovered by me. This was discovered by another YouTuber named Baby Lion Turtle, and I'm just gonna summarize what he said. If you want the full explanation, obviously go check out his video, but here's my summary of his findings. Paramount tends to release movies and TV shows together within a 45-day window. And not only that, but looking at all of their major animated releases, they also tend to release those on Thursdays. So combining the 45-day release window and the Thursday, that means that the next Avatar series is going to be coming out on the 24th, aka Thanksgiving. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. That sounds a little weird, right? But that's not weird if you're Paramount. They've actually had a ton of success releasing shows on Thanksgiving, so that makes the most likely date for this series airing November 24th, 2025. Now, all Baby Lion Turtle did there was apply the 45-day window that Paramount uses, and he applied it to the October 10th official release date that Paramount released themselves, along with the habit of them releasing all of their animated stuff on Thursdays. Alright guys, I don't want to drag this video out too much, but it's a lot shorter than my usual videos, and you know how weird YouTube is with that stuff, so if you could please leave a like and comment, I'd really appreciate it. It helps spread the reach of this video. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys with another video, probably tomorrow. Peace.